Hello everyone. So yesterday we had a snow day. So this lesson plan's a little bit off, but I didn't have much time this weekend to show you my lesson plans for this week. This is a full week lesson because I am actually full-time teaching now in my student placement or student teaching placement. So yeah, but here we go. This is all about severe weather and the safety of severe weather. So here's the standards. There's no science or social studies essential element standards. The Department of Education is supposed to be working on this, but who knows if it's actually the case. So all of these are ELA integrated into this, and math standards are kind of odd at the high school level, so I don't have any math standards, even though there is a math activity we do. So here's the objectives. So throughout the week, I can engage in collaborative discussions. I can write about events or personal experience related to severe weather. I can use basic multiplication skills to decode a secret message. I can identify the different types of severe weather. So yeah, it's just all the I can statements that kind of go off of the standards, but not completely. Let's go back down. You guys don't really care about that stuff. Let's get to the actual lesson. Here we go. So day one, which was supposed to be yesterday, but it's actually going to be today, is the vocab lesson. So now, the students may know, like, these words, but they may not be able to verbally describe them, which is why they're the vocab words, because they need to be able to verbally describe an earthquake, verbally describe a tsunami, hurricane, tornado, severe thunderstorms, blizzard, ice storm, and flood, which is all severe weather. While waiting to be pre-tested today, I found this really cool decoding math game that I'm going to have them do. So they have to do the math, they have to use the decoder to unlock the secret message, they have to write the message in their journal, and they do not tell anyone. So while I'm pulling them individually, this is what they'll be working on. Originally, this was the message. I'm changing it to "You are awesome," because I couldn't think of anything else, because today's Tuesday now. So basically, they do the math, they solve the problem, and then they find the corresponding answer and write the message. I thought it was pretty cool. And then we will do the vocab lesson, where I write them on the board and they write it on the paper. And then 3rd and 6th hour is something different. Today, what was supposed to be today, but I might have to scrunch some stuff. We were going to do a DRTA lesson, where we do predictions on, the most electric place on Earth article from Scholastic Action. Also watch a video, The Science of Lightning, that might get cut. We'll go over the predictions after we read, and then they're going to write a paragraph with the prompts provided after the article. So in the article after that, or in the magazine, there's writing prompts. So I'll just have them do that. Then tomorrow is where I'm going to, so I'm probably going to try and combine day 1 and day 2 today as much as possible, cutting a couple things if need be. So day 3 tomorrow, I am going to show I should have gotten that up. One moment. I am going to have them do this interactive PowerPoint. So today I'm going to have, when I pull them, I have to ask them for what their emails are so that they can, shoot, I went to the wrong one, so that they can follow along in this interactive presentation that I made. I'm super excited about this. Super excited about this. Severe weather. Here we go. Severe weather. So, they are going to follow along. These things right here are the buttons that they click to go to different slides. But I'm just going to go down through and show you. So I'm going to show them pictures of my time in Japan. Yep, I went to Japan. Yay! Actually, I went to Japan to help with tsunami victims, so it's not like I went and, like, it was fun, but it's not like most school trips to Japan, if that makes sense. It was a very huge experience, as you can tell from these pictures. It definitely changed my life. Moving on, so, on a different note, then I'm going to actually talk about earthquakes, water fault lines, how to stay safe. This is like the big thing. And while we're doing this, they're going to have their vocab review. There's no vocab in the article. We usually just take vocab from the article that we're reading for the week, but there wasn't, so I had to make an actual vocab review, which they will get all the, plus the how do you stay safe, while we go through this presentation that I made. See, if they click on home, it takes them back up here. Yeah. Let's see, difference between tsunamis and hurricanes, how to stay safe, tornadoes, and then also can it happen here, is also a big thing. How to stay safe, severe thunderstorms, blizzards, ice storms, how to stay safe during those, and then floods. Yep. And yep, in here is some recent flooding that we had. One of my friends sent me the pictures when she found out what I was doing. She's like, I have some pictures of the flood. Okay, cool. So yeah. So there's that. Boop. There's the math decoding activity again. Let's just go back to this. So yep, we'll go through that. The students will follow along and take notes. And then Thursday, we're supposed to play this tornado survival game, and then listen to the Scholastic Action Magazine article on the computer and take the quiz. And we'll do progress monitor through that. Here's the tornado survival game. So 3 groups of 3, 1 group of 4, as long as everyone is in attendance. So a tornado warning has been set in our local area. They have to work with their group to determine what should be done to help their group survive for 3 days. The group with the most points survives. 1 point for every correct safe answer. For questions with multiple answers, students will receive a point on the next best answer if they give a good argument as to why. Every group is provided a card with their setting and worksheet with different supplies found in a house. I'm going to have them pick a card. Like, not showing, they just take the card out of my hand, kind of thing. So that's kind of fair. Each member of the group can only carry 2 items, so the group must decide which 6 to 9 items they are taking with them. The group must determine the safest place from the tornado in their setting. They do not have cell service, and one at a time the groups will pick from a hat a new card for each day. The card will either be something beneficial to them or a new hardship they must overcome. So here's the supply list I have to cut. So I have like things like can of beans, flashlight, like essential stuff, but then I have like a cup, a spoon and fork, an ink pen, things, a Hershey's candy bar, things that you don't really necessarily need. A book. So they have to do that. Here's the setting choices, so I cut these out. It's best to worst case scenarios, basically. So you're inside your 2-story house with a basement. Do you run outside, hide in the basement, hide in the bathtub? Obviously, it's hide in the basement. You are inside your one-story house with no basement. What do you do? You're inside your farmhouse with no basement. What do you do? So this one kind of has two answers. Usually farmhouses around here have a cellar, like that's kind of outside of the house that you have to get through. And then hiding a bathtub with a mattress above you. So if they pick one of those two, as long as they explain like some stuff, then that's fine. Obviously, huddled beneath a window shouldn't be chosen. And then you're inside your two-story house with no basement. What do you do? And then here's the hat choices. So one at a time, they're going to pick one from the hat, and it's stuff like, there's some choices, then there's some like, oh, you found another can of food, yay! Or you ran out of food, oh no! And that will determine points as well. So, yep, there's the game. And then there's you've been rescued. You are excused from the remaining days. So that's like 3 points right there. Let's go back. And then on Friday, we'll progress my reading by doing the vocab test. And I'll be having the students look up the latest earthquakes on Google while we do that. Then we'll have a discussion, and then we'll play Kahoot about severe weather and safety, and probably some other random Kahoots that they want to do. Here's the 3-hour journals. What would you do if all the electricity in the world stopped? How does the weather change across the U.S.? How does the weather change across the globe? Are the seasons the same or different? Does everywhere have the same type of severe weather? I'll probably just cut that down a little bit. Write about a time you experienced severe weather. How did it impact you and your family? And then day 4, only if we have time, I want them to reflect on what they learned during the survival game. And then day 5, we do Kahoot instead of the journal. So accommodations, some students may need more guided practice. The quiz has questions of various difficulties, and then extensions are the general questions in Kahoots. I'm actually not using sticky notes. I'm actually just writing it on the board, but you can use sticky notes for the math coding game. Whiteboard, vocab folders, popsicle sticks, just in case. Yep, there's all those. And then, of course, this is my lesson where I have to, like, break it piece by piece by piece. Because that's a thing. We'll review the I can statements at the end of each lesson, through class discussions. They'll be involved by taking the vocab pretest, participating, answering, asking questions, working as a team, following along, writing answers. So, yep. And this is how I'll connect to the future learning. We'll do this through the general questions, and then describing my own experience with tornadoes, earthquakes, and tsunamis. So yeah, that's my week-long lesson. Hope you guys like it. I know I kind of had to talk really fast, but I want to get to school early so I can prepare for today. Because today is kind of a mess with the snow day yesterday. But that's okay. So, yep, I will talk to you guys later. Bye!